Morning, guys. We are on our way to SoCal right now to check out a few 240s. Actually, I'm here with Tyler. He has been generous enough to
I don't know why I flipped the
and now I have to
edit that out.
But whatever. We're on our way to SoCal right now. We're gonna go check out like two 240s right now. I might try to see if I can find any more on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace. But be on the lookout to see the new drift project build, because I actually just sold my my 91 Miata. It used to be a ready, like a drift ready build, but I'm kind of 6'2", fat as fuck, 230 something pounds, and I don't fit that well in a Miata anymore. So I'm hoping 240 works a little bit better. I guess we'll see, you guys. And if I don't put a time lapse in, I guess I'll see you guys in the next clip. It's either what will probably be in Barstow or somewhere, either Ontario. We'll either be looking at the car or something, but all right, catch you guys there. All right, guys, so here's an update. We are about an hour outside of Ontario, and we kind of came to the realization that we have about 20 minutes to gauge whether or not the this 240 is gonna be good enough for me to build. To give you some background information, it is a 180SX conversion on an S13. Any information that you can think of?
It's a single overhead cam, freshly rebuilt, but the wiring situation is unknown.
Yeah, the wiring is unknown. The engine bay was painted. I don't know how the conversion was done, but we're kind of a little, we don't know yet. It's from pictures, it may look good. We're not entirely sure.
It does have an uncracked right-hand drive dash though.
Yes, so it does. So in the car right now has a cracked right-hand drive dash, but he has one that he's gonna give us for free anyways and some other parts. All the car needs is a alternator, a starter, and a radiator. So,
which I actually have a starter.
Yeah, so we've got parts. It's just kind of, it all comes down to that engine bay right now, because the interior's clean, everything looks good. It's just it's up in the air. We're not entirely sure, but we have about 15 to 20 minutes because, so driving from Vegas, we are going to Ontario, California, and then from Ontario, we're about to go to Fresno, California to look at another, it's a clean stock red 240. I think the only thing really done to it is that it's a stage 2 clutch, and to be honest, besides that, everything else is stock. It doesn't have carpet, it doesn't have some of the trim, but
and it's a dual cam.
And it's a dual cam. It's better in my opinion, but it's a little bit, it's like $2 grand more than what the blue one is. But I don't mind spending the money if it's worth it, because I know that the price range of 240s right now are very, very high. There's a 240 tax, just like there's a Miata tax right now. But we're kind of just trying to see what we've got going on right now, and it's kind of, it's an up in the air thing. If we can pick up this blue one, the right-hand drive 180SX, well, 180SX conversion for the 240, it'll save us a lot of headache, a lot of time, and a lot of driving, and plus a lot of money for me. But if it's up in the air kind of thing, and I have to go check out this red one, kind of really up in the air. I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen. What are your predictions, Tyler?
I think the blue is the better deal, in my opinion, but we'll see.
Yeah, so I think let's have high hopes for the blue one, because preferably I'd like to spend $2,000 less than what I'm about to spend for the red one, but I guess we'll see. But we'll give you guys another update when we can think of one. All right, guys, so big update. We went and looked at that blue 240, the right-hand drive 180SX conversion for the S13. I'm gonna be real, biggest pile of crap I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Like, we looked under the dash and there was nothing besides a few wires, and like there's no ECU.
The conversion is also rusting out already, so
Yep.
whoever welded in the new firewall didn't weld it in properly. And it was, instead of a full firewall conversion, it was only a cutout for the steering column.
Yeah, and so it was just big waste of time. We looked at the engine bay, we looked at all the spare parts he had. To be honest, like, he kind of had everything like thrown around and did not look at all presentable, did not look anywhere near what the picture showed.
But it did have a turbo.
It did have a turbo, and I didn't expect it to come with a turbo, but to be honest, like, I don't think I would have trusted that turbo looking at how that car looked. I mean, the guy said it was like a freshly built KA single cam. I don't even want to waste my time and take off the valve cover. Like, it
wasn't rebuilt. It was like an old engine that was repurposed.
Yes. And so, to be honest, like the engine bay was painted, and that looked like crappy spray paint that you just did like an hour of your time to spray over whatever. And I don't know, man,
disappointing.
Like, it was, in your words, a rolling shell.
Yes.
It was only a rolling shell, and I'm not about to spend $2,800 on a crappy rolling shell where the fenders are, the guy said himself that he accidentally sat on a fender and none of the fenders really lined up with the doors. Like, the gaps were awful. The paint was better than we thought, but it was still kind of shitty.
And he sold the body kit.
Yeah, and he sold the body kit that, I mean, it was crappy, but at least like it completed the car, and he never updated the pictures for it. So
yeah,
when we got there, it was up on
jack stands.
Like on jack stands, the trans was out, like it wasn't worth it at all. So now we have a 4-hour drive to Fresno to go look at the next car, the next candidate, for 10-15 minutes before we give him the money that he's asking.
Buy it or leave empty-handed.
Yeah, and it's either if we leave empty-handed, it's kind of is what it is trip, but it sucks because that's a full day of driving wasted. But to be honest, it is what it is. I really like that red 240 that I was talking about. I mean, it has no AC. It has AC. Doesn't blow cold. It blows cool. No carpet. Some missing trim, but to be honest, it's a dual cam KA, and it has a stage 2 clutch, and everything else besides that is just everything else is stock. I think it's a doable start. It's a really good start. A little bit more than I'd like to pay, but sometimes right now you got to pay what you pay to play, I guess.
Yeah. Welcome to tax season.
Yep. Anything else you could think of about that 240?
Not really. Not off the top of my head.
Anything you're hoping about this red 240?
I hope it runs.
It better run, because the guy says he dailies it and it passes smog, which is, in my opinion, pretty rare for California. So that's one of the reasons why I've been interested in this 240, just because it is like smog legal in California. It doesn't matter for me over in Nevada, but you know what? Like, I'll take what I can get, right?
Yeah.
But all right, we'll update you guys when we have another update, or if we stop, or anytime. To be honest, I don't even know if we have enough time to stop at all.
Probably not.
Yeah, we're kind of racing the clock here. But all right, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next clip. All right, guys. So update time. We're about 2.5 hours out from Fresno/Selma is where we're meeting him. I guess I should explain what I plan on doing with this car. If it wasn't obvious, I plan on drifting this car. I am nowhere near any level of professional drifting, but I want to just get into it. You know, fuck it. 240 is a good platform to start, and I got out of my Miata, so why not, right? But yeah, I plan on throwing the full unicorn angle kit. I plan on getting dual rear calipers. I want to shape the engine bay. I plan on making this car as close to a show car / drift car as I can, to be honest. Like, a lot of this comes down to like just how I kind of view my quality of workmanship. or craftsmanship, I should say. Plus, I also want to make sure that like my friends and I get a chance to slide a car. I mean, Tyler, would you mind sliding a car?
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I mean, sliding is, to me, after I got into drifting, like, at least like sliding the Miata, it was like an addiction. After doing that and learning how to control, like, just like the controlled chaos of drifting, man, it's an addiction, I'm telling you. I think everyone should have a chance of doing that, and it's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's, to those that have drifted, I guess comment below and see like if you could explain the joys of drifting, I guess is the best way I could say it. But yeah, we're about 2.5 hours out. You have any updates for yourself, Tyler?
There's Magic Mountain. That's about it.
Look at that. Look at all those chickens. Fun times. Love the freeway. But we got another 2.5 hours out, and then I'm hoping that the next clip, to be honest, is going to be us picking up the car. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope that the next clip is going to be us picking up the car. Like I said, I don't want to put cameras in people's faces, so we'll have to check out the car, buy it if we're gonna buy it, and then I can show you. If not, then you know it's a piece of shit. Hopefully not like the blue.
I really hope it's good.
Like that, I'm telling you, the blue one it was a no-go, absolute no-go. This red one's really promising though, so fingers crossed. And hopefully we get there when we get there. All right, guys, so as you can tell, it's probably a little bit later. And by a little bit later, I mean a lot of it later. Things have passed. We've picked up the car, as you could probably guess at this point, probably by the title of the video. But we went to the hotel. We're just doing a little bit of just checking and making sure everything was solid. I mean, I paid a little bit more than I'd like to admit, but to be honest, at least I'm happy with the result I got. And you guys will hear my explanation here in a minute, but let me introduce to you the new drift car. Well, there you guys have it. This is my 1993 Nissan 240 SX, the S13 Fastback. And so some of you may be asking yourself, why did I pick up such a piece of shit? Well, so it's actually a untouched K8, supposedly. We'll see about that whenever I kind of take a crack at it. Like just looking at it. I'm gonna do a lot of maintenance before I really do much to this car. Paint leaves a lot to be desired. I have some people that can help me out with that. If not, I'll probably wrap it myself. It has a stage 2 clutch. To be honest, I have no idea what brand it is. Just that the kid told me that it's a stage 2 clutch, and I could feel it. Has brand new trans in there. He said he didn't even want to buy rebuilt. He said he bought a brand new trans, so I'm gonna take his word on that. There's a lot to be desired on this car, but to be honest, I see a lot of potential with this. It has the LSD in it, and yes, I've already tested it down in Mexico, obviously, but it kicks out so nicely. To be honest, like, this is way better than my Miata was and what it could have been, at least for what I was planning on doing with it. This car, like I said, it has a lot of things before it can actually be presentable. But once I get my hands on it, we'll clean it up, and let me show you around the car. All right, guys, so like I said, this is a KA24DE. So the dual cam, this is exactly what I wanted. To be honest, I wanted as unmolested as possible. To be honest, I probably could have gotten a better deal somewhere else, but after taking it for a ride, it really does rip. And to be honest, I fell in love with it. There's a lot of things that I need to fix on this car. A lot of wiring. I'm probably gonna end up wire tucking a lot of this and just trying to shave the bay as much as possible. I'm gonna clean everything up in here, so don't worry. It's not gonna look like this forever. All right, guys, so next up is the exterior. To be honest, it's a lot to be desired. It looks like someone actually just took some spray paint and just kind of painted without masking, without anything. To be honest, like some of like the black trim, you could see where they try to paint on black, and just a lot of the paint is awful. I'm gonna be real, it's really awful. This quarter panel's a little rough here. I might have, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but I'm gonna see if friends of mine can fix that up for me. And then some of you may have noticed I'm actually missing a door handle. And so that actually happened when I was ripping it. So I don't know what happened. I clutch kicked, ripped it around a little bit, did some donuts, and then we went back after the test drive, and I kind of looked over and I was like, hey man, is the door handle always been missing? And I knew it wasn't. So to be honest, the guy said that his girlfriend had been driving it for a second, and then she said something about it falling out too, and whatever. He said that it may have fallen into the door panel. I'm a little skeptical about that. If it did, I hope so. I'm gonna take off the door panel before we try to tow this home. Then there are the wheels. I am a huge believer in having nice wheels on your wheel, like just nice wheels in general. I'm gonna remove these ASAP. My brother Destin actually ended up getting me some the 5 lug conversion. Shout out to you, Destin. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the late birthday, or for the birthday gift, late birthday gift. Either way, thank you so much, Destin. I really appreciate it. Let's see what else. Just missing some LED panels. Some of the wiring was actually, it looks like it was snagged or cut or something like that. This turn signal doesn't work. That one does. This pop-up headlight only works. That motor doesn't. I don't know why. There's a lot of random screws and bolts everywhere. And then let's move on to the interior actually. So, as you can see, the dash is actually pretty immaculate. This is one of the reasons why I ended up going with this one. It has one crack there, but I'm gonna actually try to repair that. It has a little bit of a crack right there, nothing too crazy, but I'm gonna repair all of that, and I'm actually gonna flock the dash, and I'll save that for a later episode. And then I do need to get some new trim. If you guys have any links, anything that you guys can help me out with, please, 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 please let me know. I do have to get new carpet. Like I said before, carpet is a must. To be honest, I drove this earlier and it was rough. So the guy actually said that the AC blew cold. Well, let me show you what's wrong with that. So I don't know if you guys can see, that's only a radiator right there. There is no AC condenser, there's no AC lines. So I don't know what the guy was smoking. He said that it was running cool, not cold. I should have looked a little carefully, but you live and learn. It's not the end of the world. I will be buying all of that, and I'll try to install it and show you guys how it's properly done. The door cards are still really good. Manual windows. The back seats are in mint condition. I really don't mind this color. Again, I'm gonna have to clean up a lot of the wiring here. I'm gonna have to get some carpet, figure out how to mount that ECU. And then, let me see. Then we have the trunk. Again, I'm gonna try to get as much carpeting as I can. It did come with a strut brace here. The guy says it's on Megan coils. If not, it's on some mystery coils. To be honest, it rides like shit. I'm gonna get some ISR coilovers. I've heard really good things about them, and for the price, it's not bad. Will have to come on a later date. Just kind of sucks to suck. And I honestly, genuinely think that's it. I mean, there's like little things here and there, and I mean, I paid $5,300 for right now. Some of you may be saying I overpaid, but where I am in Vegas, it's either a lot of them are clapped out or around $8,000 to $9,000, and that's a little bit out of my price range. But I really do hope that you guys enjoy the video that I've been making so far. I mean, to be honest, like, I think this is gonna be my second video. Some of you may be wondering why there's like not a part 2 yet for the headlights. I've been waiting on some parts for Kenny. Plus I've also been lazy. I'm gonna be real, been really lazy on that. Should be actually working on that sometime this week if I'm not working on this this piece of shit here. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I do hope you guys have watched to the end. I guess this is it, guys. Wish me luck on the build. Probably won't be filming for the rest of the time here. I just want to kind of enjoy my time and enjoy the car for what it is, just a raw 240. But all right, guys, you guys have a good one.